Hello and welcome to today's session on Helm. So today we'll see and learn everything about Helm. This will be an introduction session for Helm, and this is Jitendra from Software Circle, and here we are for free e-learning. This is totally non-profit, non-commercial work that we are doing here. So let's begin. So what is in the agenda today? We'll learn about what is Helm, what is Helm charts, Helm configurations. We'll also see when to use Helm, what is Tiller, when to use it, and we'll also see Helm chart structure. So what is Helm? Helm, everyone have heard it, I guess. These days, whoever is involved in CI/CD deployment. So Helm is a package manager for Kubernetes that allows developers and operators to easily package, configure, and deploy applications and services onto Kubernetes cluster. So this is very important. It acts as a package manager for Kubernetes cluster. Helm provides the same basic functionality set as many of the package managers you may have already familiar, such as apt on Linux or pip with Python. Helm can install software, automatically install software dependencies, upgrade software, configure software deployments, and fetch software package from repositories. So these are the 5 things that you can do with Helm. The Helm packaging format called charts, an official curated charts repository with prepackaged charts for popular open source software projects. Now, what is Helm chart? Helm packages are called charts, and they consist of a few YML configuration files and some templates that are rendered into Kubernetes manifest file. Here is the basic directory structure of the charts. In the package, we will have charts, then templates, then charts.yml, then we can have license or readme file, requirements.yml, and values.yml. Now the different directories which is inside Helm charts are, let's see the detail. First of all, we'll see the charts directory. Charts directory is used for manually managing charts dependencies. So manually managed dependencies can be placed in this directory. Though it is typically better to use requirements.yml to dynamically link dependencies. Second directory is templates. This directory contains template files that are combined with configuration values from values.yml and the command line and rendered into Kubernetes manifests. The templates use the Go programming language format. Go is another similar programming language to Java. Its syntax is very similar to Java. Charts.yml, a YML file with metadata about the charts such as charts name and versions, maintainer information, a relevant website, and search keywords. And just to not get confused, please go and watch tutorials on Go programming language, or we'll make another videos on Go. License. It is a plain license for that chart. README file is common file of the project, a README file with information for users for the chart. Requirements.yml is a YML file that lists the chart's dependencies, and values.yml, it is a YML file of default configuration values for the charts. So all these combine Helm charts. All these combine and make a Helm chart. Now we'll see Helm chart configurations. Helm chart usually comes with default configuration values in its values.yml file. Some applications may be fully deployable with the default values, but you will typically need to override some of the configurations to meet your needs. We'll see everything in detail, and we'll also try to create some Helm charts. We'll do some hands-on coding as well today. The values that are exposed for configurations are determined by the author of the charts. Some are used to configure Kubernetes primitives, and some may be passed through to the underlying container to configure the application itself. Sample example is, for example, if we have service that is of type cluster and port 3306, for example, or any port for that matter. So values contains the actual values that will be replaced when and how to use Helm charts. We can use Helm charts as a package manager, as a templating engine, and also as a release manager. Helm is the best way to find, share, and use software built for Kubernetes. Now let's pause this video for some time and look through this diagram. Here we can see a typical structure or architecture of Helm charts. So as we spoke earlier, Helm repository consists of multiple Helm charts, and each Helm charts can consist of multiple YML files such as deployment.yml, values.yml, requirements.yml. Now the Helm client manages the Helm charts, and Tiller is the server part of Helm. So till Helm 2 version 2, Tiller was there, and in Helm 3 it is replaced. And Tiller at the server side used to manage resources at the Kubernetes side. So suppose you have multiple services running, one at production, another at staging, another at integration or QA servers. Each can have a separate configuration because of the need of the servers. So through Helm charts, we can easily deploy different set of values, different set of configurations for different services. In this diagram also, we can see that how in Kubernetes it is deployed. So as a developer, we create Helm chart, which consists of multiple YML files, which is sent to the server, and at the server side, Tiller server used to, with the help of Kubernetes, used to deploy the different configurations which is needed for the application. Now let's do some practical examples. Before doing practicals, this is the Helm official site of Helm, where you can go and learn about Helm. It contains useful documents as well. The official statement says Helm is the best way to find, share, and use software built for Kubernetes. Helm helps you manage Kubernetes applications. Helm charts helps you define, install, and upgrade even the most complex Kubernetes application. It manages your complexity. Your charts discuss even the most complex apps, provides repeatable application installations, and serve as a single point of authority. With Helm, it is easy to upgrade or updates the apps. It takes the pain out of the updates within in-place upgrades and custom hooks. It allows simple sharing. Charts are easy to version, share, and host on public or private servers. You can easily roll back if anything goes wrong with the Helm rollback commands. Now we'll see a sample example of Helm. So let's see here. So I'm using one of the Git repo where it is hosted. So here we can see in the Helm we have charts.yml, values.yml, and inside it we have templates, what we have seen. So let's try to understand, like in values.yml, and here I have an opened values. So let's open another deployments.yml. As I said, values can have multiple configurations based on the need of the server. So it can be replaced easily. So we can see that these values which is used for deployments, this is deployment.yml file. It can be different based on the server needs, based on the server environments, such as separate for client, separate for integration, staging, QA, prod servers. So the values will be different. So here values are not hard coded. It will come from the values.yml. So for a sample example, we can see the container port. It will try to read from values, service, and internal port. So if we'll go to the values.yml, we'll have something called service and then internal port. So that's how the values are mapped. So it's easy to read. So, and this will lies in the templates, and values file lies outside so that it can be replaced. Another file which is important is charts.yml, but mostly you will work with values.yml and deployment.yml. Now let's try to create it through example. So here I am on my command line Linux. I'll try to create demo, create Helm chart demo. So create is the command. Similarly for rollback, we have rollback command. I'm trying to create a template for Helm chart. Create Helm chart demo. Now previously nothing was there. If we'll do ls now, we can see this directory is created. Let's go inside this directory and we can see charts.yml, values.yml, and templates and charts is created. Let's go inside templates and see what is inside templates, and we can see deployment.yml is there. And if we'll go and see what is inside deployment, we will see the deployment related thing, related configuration which is needed for the application. So this will be very custom, which is needed for the application. This is not going to be generic, but the template will remain same. Okay. Now here we can see it is reading value. There is no value hard coded. Everything will come from the values.yml. So if we'll duplicate it and we'll go inside, so inside values we can see full policy which is needed. These values values.image.repository, inside value file, image, and then repository. This will be read from here. So we have seen how to create a sample template of Helm charts. So thank you viewers for watching, and keep watching the videos that we upload every day. And if you want to learn anything else, do write in the comment box. We'll try to create videos for same. If you have any question related to Helm, please write in the comment box. We'll try to respond as soon as possible. So this is Jitendra from Software Circle. If you find the video is informative, do like the videos and subscribe the channel. If you have not watched our previous videos, please go and watch the previous videos. And if you find videos helpful, do like the videos and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.